Sorry about that. Having some technical difficulties.
Okay.
Just give some time. Yeah, I don't know why it did not let me start. We're here now.
Oh, Arnold, it says host has disabled attendees from screen sharing.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Okay.
Try now.
Okay, it's working. Just gonna check, is everybody here?
Looks like everybody.
Zach and
Yeah.
Diego. All right, there's Zach.
Awesome. Hey guys.
Hey.
I'm just gonna try and I'm kind of an old man with technology here. I'm gonna try and figure out how to go to gallery zoom again, or gallery view.
All right, I think everybody's here now. Yeah.
All right, recording too.
Yeah, all right, so we'll get started. All right. All right, so welcome to Body Blaster Bootcamp. My name is Sava, and I'm joined with my teammates, Arnold, Christian, Diego, and Zach. Our goals for the symposium are spreading health promotion through HIIT training. All right, so I'll start with the first slide. So our objectives for today, we're gonna start off by discussing the physiology and programming of HIIT training. After that, we're gonna discuss some of the health benefits that are associated with this style of training. From there, we're gonna talk about some behavior change strategies that you can adopt for yourselves or for your clients to make this training part of a regular routine. After that, we are gonna go through a warm-up before the workout, as we're gonna have a sample HIIT workout so you can have some practical takeaways from today. And then we're gonna finish off with a cool down as well as a conclusion section. All right, so starting off with the physiology of HIIT training. So HIIT stands for high intensity interval training, and it is defined as near maximal efforts performed at an intensity that is greater than 80% of maximal heart rate. This is often seen as 85 to 95% of maximal heart rate. Interval exercise typically involves repeated bouts of relatively intense exercise separated by short periods of recovery. So simply put, you're gonna exercise intensely or maximally for a given period of time, and then you're gonna rest for at least the length of that interval, if not longer. But we'll discuss that more in depth when we get to the programming section. All right, so some of the adaptations that are seen within the body are improvements in mitochondrial density. So the body becomes more efficient at utilizing oxygen for ATP generation at longer durations and intensities of exercise. So ATP is what fuels muscular contraction, and you're able to use the aerobic system, so utilizing oxygen, to create ATP for longer before needing to upshift to the anaerobic system that uses sugar. Next, we see improvements in insulin sensitivity. So generally, people who are insulin resistant are at a higher chance of developing type 2 diabetes, as well as increased rates of fat storage. So obviously, most people don't want that, so that's a great benefit. Additionally, we see increased aerobic capacity, so VO2 max. So this is the maximal uptake of oxygen, and it results in greater abilities to transport oxygen through the circulatory system. Generally, athletes have higher VO2 max scores. Additionally, VO2 max scores are correlated with better health outcomes as well. From here, there are also some adaptations at the heart. So one being increased maximal stroke volume, which means that the heart has the ability of pumping the same amount of blood through the body in fewer beats. So that's great. And that results in a reduced resting heart rate. And again, reduced resting heart rate is also correlated with better health outcomes. All right, so some of the health benefits that are associated with HIIT training are management and decrease in rates of type 2 diabetes, reduced risk of cardiovascular disease, which is huge because cardiovascular disease is #1 killer in North America. Improvements in body composition. So generally people who perform HIIT training tend to be leaner, as well as carry more lean body mass. which is great, and improvements in functional ability of performing daily tasks. So again, people are able to perform daily tasks more efficiently, such as moving heavy furniture or playing with their children or grandchildren. So along with those benefits that I mentioned, meeting the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology, so the CSEP physical activity guidelines, which can be done by incorporating HIIT training along with resistance training, reduces the risk of mortality, hypertension, depression, anxiety, several cancers, and improves cognition as well as bone mineral density. So as you can see, obviously these are great benefits that are obtained by performing regular HIIT training. Also considering that the time investment to do these things is rather small, but we'll discuss that more in the programming section. All right, so now coming to programming. So I just want to preface this slide by saying the following recommendations here are starting points. They're not set in stone. So when structuring a training program for high intensity interval training, you do not have to adhere exactly to these guidelines. However, they are great starting points. So generally, when you train HIIT, there's two main energy systems that you'll train, the ATP-CP phosphogenic system, as well as the anaerobic glycolytic system. In a practical setting, you're really training both at the same time, but in any case, if you want to separate these two, you can do so. So the ATP-CP phosphogenic system creates ATP by splitting creatine, but after about 10 to 20 seconds of maximal exercise is unable to do so. So the anaerobic glycolytic system creates ATP through the use of sugar. So training the ATP-CP phosphogenic system, as you can see, work interval time is 10 to 20 seconds. Work to rest ratio is 1 to 3, upwards of 1 to 6. So if you're going to complete a 10-second interval, you're going to rest anywhere from 30 to 60 seconds, depending on your work to rest ratio. The total volume of training, as you can see, is very small, so 2 to 8 minutes. Intensity here is maximal, and one set equals 60 seconds of work, with a 5 to 10 minute rest period between sets if you choose to do additional sets. When talking about the anaerobic glycolytic system, the work interval time 10 seconds to 2 minutes, work to rest 2 to 1. So 30, if your interval is 30 seconds, you're going to rest either 15 seconds or 30 seconds. So you can go 30, 15 or 30, 30, 30, and so on. The total volume here is 2 to 12 minutes, and intensity again is maximal. Here, one set equals 3 minutes of work with a rest period of 10 to 12 minutes. And generally, higher volumes of training tend to produce greater adaptations as well as improved health. So performing more HIIT training is generally better up to a certain point, obviously. All right, so this slide is about some behavior change strategies that you can adopt to make this style of training part of your regular lifestyle or for your clients. So one is education. So educating clients about the health benefits that are associated with this style of training can be very beneficial, as they will be aware of what they have to gain by implementing HIIT training. I think this is one thing that people people inside the fitness space sort of forget, as they're so used to training and performing exercise that they're well aware of the health benefits, and they think everybody knows this. But in the real world, a lot of people that are outside the fitness space are simply unaware of the health benefits that they can gain. So educating them about these health benefits can be a great motivator for them starting training, as well as it will likely increase the chances of them continuing this training long term. Second is social support. So some research has shown that social influences, reinforcement, and assistance in change are strong motivators of adherence in older adults. For middle-aged, it was identified that goal setting, belief that an activity will be beneficial, and social influences were most important. So as you can see, there are a lot of similarities here, but the key point is that social support, assistance, reinforcement are all great ways to help clients or friends or family make this training part of their regular routine, and it can really go a long way. Lastly is identifying specific barriers. So communication with the client is critical in order to understand and work around the specific barriers that they're facing. So everybody is an individual, obviously, and they have their own barriers that are preventing them from doing these things. So for some, it may be a lack of time, others a lack of resources, a lack of knowledge, whatever. In any case, you're really trying to identify these barriers and then work around them by working with your client. So the first two are more general recommendations, and the third one is more specific to the person you're working with. All right, so we're gonna finish off with some takeaways for the PowerPoint before we move on. So HIIT training has a plethora of health benefits associated with it. So as I said, reduced rates of type 2 diabetes, hypertension, cardiovascular disease, etc. Next, it does not take up too much time. So as you saw in the programming section, it's not too difficult to schedule a HIIT workout in terms of time. It really only takes 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how long your warm-ups are and how many sets you're performing. And it does not require any specific equipment. So obviously you can do great HIIT workouts by utilizing like a rowing machine, a stationary bike, other things like that. But you can also just use your body weight. So that's great. So you don't need access to equipment, although it can be helpful. Number 3 is programming is relatively straightforward and not complex. So as you saw in the programming section, there's not too many variables to take into consideration. It's straightforward. You're really just increasing the volume of training as you're progressing, or the frequency and things like that. And last point I want to make, and I really want this one to that you can take home with you, is any amount of HIIT training greater than none has benefits, with greater benefits seen with higher volumes and frequencies, as I said. So start with 1 session a week, but don't be afraid to slowly progress to 4 to 5 weekly sessions. Also, in contrast, if you don't have time for 4 or 5 weekly sessions, that shouldn't mean that you should just give up and not do HIIT training at all. Even 1 session a week has benefits, and in all likelihood, if you start doing one and you're consistent with it, you'll probably implement more as time goes on. So those are some of the takeaways from the PowerPoint section, and now we'll move on to the warm-up.
Hi guys. All right, so today we're gonna do a 5-minute warm-up. It's important for us to warm up because it increases our mobility, it increases our heart rate and blood flow to our muscles, and most importantly, it reduces the risk of injury. All right, so if you guys want, you guys could turn on your camera or just follow along. So we're gonna start with the upper body. So what we want to do is we're going to do small arm circles like this. Kind of want to do them fast. Okay, I'm going to do this for 30 seconds. Okay, good job. And now we're going to raise them up higher. Keep going fast. Good. Now we're going to bring them down low again. Now back up. Now back down. Okay, good. Now we're gonna cross our arms like this. Good. I'm gonna do this for 30 seconds. Good job. You guys are doing great. Okay, now we're gonna grab both our hands, put them together, and we're gonna do wrist rolls like this. Okay. Good. Okay, now we're gonna do some high knees. So you could either do them jumping on the spot like this, or you could just stand and hit your hands like this. Today I'm going to do the modified version. So you guys could just bring your knees up. Maybe you could have your hands hip level like this. All right, good job, guys. Good, we're going to do this for 30 seconds. Good. Make sure to bring those knees high. Okay, now we're gonna do some butt kicks. So you could either do them again, running on the spot like this, or you could do them nice and controlled like this. Works good both ways. So we're gonna do these for 30 seconds. You could use your hands and put them on your butt and have your ankles hit them. This. Good job. Okay, 10 more seconds. Okay. So now we're gonna open the gates. So what we're gonna do is drive one leg up, and then we're gonna move it to the side like this. And we're gonna alternate and do the same on the other side. Okay, we're gonna do 30 seconds of this. And just keep alternating. Just bring your leg up, then to the side, like this. That. You could go fast, slow. Just make sure to do this movement by opening the inside of your leg. Okay, 15 more seconds. Good. Good. Okay, and now we're just gonna do some body weight squats. All right, so keep your core tight, back straight. We're gonna sink down at the hips. Keep your feet aligned, and let's do 10. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and that's all for our warm-up. So we could continue on to the workout.
All right, thanks, Diego, for your warm-up. Hello, everyone. My name is Arnold, and I'll be leading you through our first circuit. Now, unlike linear resistance training, where you may do a bench press for maybe 8 to 10 reps for 3 sets, in circuit training, you have a variety of exercises that you can perform. And so this way, you can target multiple muscle groups within a shorter duration. And through this method, we keep our heart rate high. It improves our cardiovascular health. Like I said, it targets multiple muscle groups in a shorter time, and you don't need a lot of equipment. Now for this class, we're doing everything strictly with body weight. You can use equipment, but the purpose was to show you that you can have an effective workout without the use of equipment in a short amount of time. Now, I'll be taking you through one circuit, and one of my teammates will take you through the second circuit. So preferably, if you guys could turn your cameras on so we could watch, making sure everyone is doing the exercises to the kind of standard that we're trying to set. There you go. Hello, Victoria. Christian, what's up?
Hey.
Hi. Hope you guys are doing good. 1. All right. There we go. There's everybody. All right. All right. All right. Well, we'll just jump straight into it. So for the first exercise, we're going to be doing jumping jacks. For now, I'll just be showing you all the exercises and giving regressions in case anyone has problems. So jumping jacks, right? Pretty self-explanatory. We're going to be running this for 30 seconds. If you have any problems, you can do low impact jumping jacks by just stepping out to the side. The next exercise in the circuit are burpees, right? So hop up, go down. And then the last exercise, we're going to finish off with jump squats. So you're going to squat down and jump up. Purpose of each exercise is not to go fast. You want to make sure you're doing everything with good technique to reduce injury. Each exercise is going to be performed for about 30 seconds. We're going to take a 15-second break in between each exercise. By the time you get to the jump squats and you finish the jump squats, we'll be taking a 45-second break, and then we'll move to round 2 of the circuit. I'll be guiding you, so just pay attention to my cues. So I'm gonna start. We're gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Let's go. Very nice. This is focus on bringing the heart rate up, loosening up the body. We're about 14 seconds in. Just keep it going. Make sure you have enough room around you and you don't hit anything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. 15-second break. During these times, you want to really breathe, making sure you're getting enough oxygen. Maybe take a sip of water if you have. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going burpees. 15 seconds. Sorry, 30 seconds. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Remember to work at your own pace. It's not a race. 15 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break. 15-second rest. You should notice at this point in time, your heart rate is relatively high. You might be breaking a sweat. That's what you're looking for in a high intensity.
I'm breaking a sweat, man. My heart rate is high. Thank you.
That's good. All right. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of jump squats. Let's go. Keep it going, guys. You guys are looking good. Ten seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. We're going to take a 45-second rest. This is a good time to grab some water. If you have a towel, wipe off some sweat. This is the active rest time. We're about 15 seconds in. Catch your breath. And you can always switch these out. It's not strictly 3 exercises every 30 seconds. For the sake of the workshop, we kept it relatively simple, just to give you an idea of what a high intensity interval training workout could look like. We're about to finish the break. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to jumping jacks. Very nice. We're about 20 seconds in. Keep it going, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. The first circuit is kind of focused primarily on a cardiovascular portion segment. So we're not focused on fatiguing the muscles too much. It's more about getting the heart rate up. So you should be breathing a bit harder on this second portion. Break's about to end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going burpees. 30 seconds. Looking good, everyone. Push yourself. We're about 20 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Catch your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump squats, 30 seconds. Very nice. Yep. Ten seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. All right. So we're going to take a 45-second break. This will be our last round, and I'm going to hand it over to Zach. So grab a sip of water, catch your breath. Everyone good? Give me a thumbs up if everyone's good. All right, there we go. That's what I like to see. About 10 seconds left. I want everyone to bring it up a notch for this last round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Let's go. All right, push it, push it. We're about 15 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going burpees. 30 seconds. Come on, let's see it. Good, good. Nice technique. 15 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Last exercise. Catch your breath. Challenge yourself to maybe go a little bit lower for the squat. Jump a little higher if you can. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. There we go. Push yourself. We're about 20 seconds in. Final 10 seconds. Don't leave anything left in the tank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. All right, good stuff, everybody. That's my portion of the circuit. I'm going to hand it off to Zach. He's going to take you through the second portion of the circuit.
All right. Well, hey guys, I'm Zach. Nice to meet you all. Just it's weird. This time last year, I was in the exact same place that you guys were. So, but we're gonna do the best that we can with a Zoom call here and try and get you guys introduced to circuit workout the best we can. The only difference between this circuit workout and the one that we just did is that this one's gonna focus a lot more on muscle contractions. So instead of probably a preliminary goal of trying to do as many as you can, trying to keep your heart rate up. For this kind of circuit workout, I want you guys to focus on really making sure that you're doing the motions properly and see how many proper reps that you can get within the duration of the circuit. So before we get started, I'm just going to give you guys a little explanation of what we're going to be doing, what muscles we're going to be working, and the kind of rest times that we're going to be working with today. So the first exercise we're going to be doing is right back to the basics, a body weight squat. So what we're looking for with a body weight squat is keeping our arms nice and stationary, feet shoulder width apart, anywhere that feels kind of comfortable. And to initiate the squat, I want to see you leading with the hips, sinking back into that motion. And the second you start feeling the tension in your hamstrings, let your knees bend naturally and sink down into that squat. Keeping your core tight, spine neutral, and whenever you're ready, explode back up. Again, sink back, let the knees bend naturally, keep your spine neutral, core tight, explode back up. So that's going to be the first part of the circuit. So we're going to be doing bodyweight squats for 30 seconds straight. Again, the goal is not to be able to do as many bodyweight squats as you can. I know our heart rate's up from before, so I just want you guys to be able to complete as many proper repetitions of a bodyweight squat as possible during those 30 seconds. After those 30 seconds, we're going to take a 15-second break and move into some bodyweight push-ups. So again, same thing, as many proper repetitions as we can during those 30 seconds. So once we get into the push-ups, nice flat back, keeping everything neutral. And when you guys are doing the push-ups, hopefully you can see me properly. I don't want to see elbows flaring out to the side. I want to keep them nice and tucked at around a 45-degree angle, or even if you want to work the triceps a bit more, bring them into right flush to the side. So bodyweight push-ups again, keeping everything tight and controlling that weight down, hold for maybe a second and come back up. Sound good? All the way down, hold for maybe a second, come back up. And then the last one, just to branch off, just to keep our heart rates up. Arnold already explained burpees. I saw you guys do them on video. You guys look great. So I trust that you guys can do those properly as well. So I guess we'll get started here. First exercise, bodyweight squats, 15-second rest, push-ups, 15-second rest, burpees. Sound good? Squats, push-ups, burpees. Thumbs up from everyone. Sounds good? Awesome. So we will get started with bodyweight squats in 3, 2, 1, go. Start those squats, guys. Keep those core tight. Nice, control that movement. Awesome, you guys are doing awesome. Great job. Moses, I like the control in your squats. Those are actually really good. I like the camera work here. You guys all have good angles. I can see your movements properly. Good. All right, so we got about 5 more seconds left of squats. Remember, control those movements and really crank out some proper reps. 3, 2, 1, stop. 15-second break, and then we'll regroup again after that with some push-ups. So catch your breath, keep moving. Don't really stay still. Don't let those muscles tense up, and we'll get going again another 8 seconds here. All right. In about 5 seconds, we'll do push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. Let's see them. Those look great. Awesome, guys. Yeah, it's I'm seeing some very different variations of push-ups here, trying to make it harder for yourselves. I like it. Push-ups aren't easy for everyone, so yeah. So you know what? Do it at your own pace. We got about 10 more seconds left of push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, rest. Sounds good. Use these 15 seconds because we're gonna finish it off strong with some burpees. We were keeping it nice and slow and controlled with some muscle contractions there, but for these last 30 seconds, I want to see some pretty good intensity with the burpees. So catch your breath still. We got another 8 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Burpees. Let's see them. Final grind here, guys. Last 30 seconds. Good job, guys. Circuit training is where you're going to have to dig deep. Good. It's nice so I can see all of you. I can kind of see if you guys are slacking off, but you guys are keeping strong here. Final 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Awesome job, guys. So that was my portion of the circuit. And I'm going to pass it on to my next teammate here. Thank you guys for your effort.
All right, I'm gonna demonstrate to you guys 2 quick stretches. We'll only do them for 10 seconds. First one we're gonna do, this is my go-to hamstring stretch, seated modified hurdler stretch. And as the name suggests, this stretches your hamstrings. Try to reach with both of your arms. If you can't,
Well, this is awkward. Yeah, so if you can hear me, the Zoom call ended about 13 minutes earlier than expected, which was not what we were hoping for. So just give us a second while everyone joins back really quick. We have about 10 minutes left if you want to stay. Just give me a thumbs up on the chat if you guys can hear me. All right, good stuff, Christian. Thanks. Thanks, Juan. Yeah, it's not what we were expecting, but that's what happens when you have basic Zoom. All right, everyone should be joined back.
All right, we're back. Eh?
Thanks for sticking around, guys.
Yeah,
weren't expecting.
that was huge.
Everyone's trying to. All right. Well, you just finished your workout, so if Christian, you wanna.
all right. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulty. The call just ended. It's basic Zoom time, but.
So now that you guys have 13 minutes left, so I'll quickly introduce these workouts for you guys. So my go-to hamstring stretch is the seated modified hurdler stretch. So try to extend one leg, bend the other leg. We'll start with the left leg. Try to reach with both of your arms. If you can't, you can go for your ankle, your knee, or you can simply go with one hand. All right, so start. We'll do the other side. Okay, next one we'll be doing is the triceps overhead stretch or the elbow bend and push. As the name suggests, this targets your triceps. So put your elbow, put your hand behind your back. We'll switch sides. Alright, the next stretch is arm across chest. This targets your posterior deltoid. So extend one arm and pull your elbow. Okay, then we'll switch sides. Alright. And the last one we'll be doing is deep breaths. You can cross your legs or you can have your soles against each other. Prefer mine across. You can have your palms faced up. And each inhale should be 4 seconds, and the exhale should be 4 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. Exhale. All right. And deep breaths are good for supplying oxygen to your brain, and they stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system to promote a state of calmness. And I'll hand it over to Zach.
All right, yeah. So once again, thanks guys for sticking around, especially during those times of technical difficulties. I know Zoom isn't, the easiest way to communicate with others, but I'm glad that we were able to, show us show you guys a little bit of our knowledge, what we know, what we've learned over the past 2 years, and hopefully we gave you guys a bit of excitement to what's in store for next year for your future in the fitness and health promotion program. So just rewinding it all back to the very beginning. Hit training and circuit training, it's so great. Just in terms of the day-to-day life that everyone kind of lives now, not a lot of people have the time to be able to be in the gym for an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours if you like powerlifting. So if you do want an effective workout, and kind of don't even kill, it's like kind of hit all like 5 birds with 1 stone. Hit training and circuit training is a good way to just kind of mash everything all into one, get it all done at once in a short amount of time, and still have that effectiveness and those benefits for your cardiorespiratory system, your musculatory system, your flexibility, and all aspects of health and fitness. And if you just practice it a lot and make it a good habit, it's just going to benefit your overall health in the future. So lowering your risk for any kind of cardiovascular disease, any kind of major health risks like forms of cancer, forms of chances of heart attack, that's all going to go down just by incorporating just a small kind of behavioral change into your life. And I hope you guys try circuit training in the future and just kind of use it a bit more. Obviously, it's not going to be your first go-to if you've never really done this kind of training before, but just like with any other behavioral change that you're going to learn a lot more about later on in this program, use your friends, create a positive environment for new forms of fitness. You don't have to walk into the gym every single day and curl a dumbbell, because that's excuse my French, but that's fucking boring. I'm not gonna lie. So try out new things. Don't be afraid. And hopefully, this symposium today is going to open your eyes to whole different kinds of whole different fields of fitness that you didn't even know existed or were as fun as you thought they would be. So on behalf of the team, I'd like to thank you guys again once more, just for your patience, your energy, and your dedication towards our circuit training. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy and paste the link to a quick survey. It's just like a Google form into the chat here. And then if you could just take a second to fill it out, and that would be awesome. So I'll just copy and paste that real quick. Perfect. Did you guys all get that in the chat? Thumbs up, all good? Sweet. Did anyone else in the group have anything else to share while people are filling out the form or getting ready to fill out the form?
If there's anything to take away from this workshop, I hope you guys were able to expand your exercise dictionary.
Anyone else? Anything they'd like to share? Any last remarks? All good?
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, thank you again, guys. You were awesome. I know this is a lot to ask from you at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Burpees are the last thing I'd want to do, but yeah, make sure you fill out those forms, and then I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the symposium. Hope you guys signed up for some pretty cool courses, or some classes at least.
Thank you to all of you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. You guys for sticking along through our technical difficulties as well. Yeah, you guys can just leave whenever you want.
All right, so we're all just wrapped up now. Perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
Love ending
See
it
you
all early.
guys.